What is going on YouTube? And welcome back to my channel, JoJo Speaks. Thank y'all so much for joining me for this video. And in this video, we will be discussing Housewives of Potomac, Season 9, Episode 10. Let's get into it, y'all. So we start out with Giselle. She's talking with her daughters, and she's explaining to them that there's something going on with her father's will. She said that she thinks that her father did have a will. However, she has the understanding, or she has the belief, rather, that someone did away with that will. And she said that someone was in touch with her father around the time of his death, and they feel like they got in there. And, so apparently, for some reason, Giselle would not be getting anything from her father because of this new will that has come across. And I can only imagine, if one of my parents had passed away and someone, came in and swooped in and, got all the money that I was supposed to be getting, that would be an issue for me. So it's once again, as I've been saying, in the previous reviews of this season of Housewives of Potomac, I am liking the fact that Giselle seems to be more likable this season. She seems to be nicer this season. And, like I said, I can give her a chance. You know what I'm saying? I really don't know if I can forgive her for what she did with Chris and, and Candace and all that good stuff. She's still not in my good graces for that, but I can at least accept her for the change that she is trying to portray to all of us as an audience. And so hopefully hopefully Giselle will be able to work that out and get what she deserves as far as her father's will is concerned. And then we get to TJ and Stacy. Child, if these two are not trolling us for the gods, like this whole relationship is such BS. It is so clear that TJ is not interested in Stacy. It's so clear that Stacy seems to be, or she's trying to portray the fact that she's interested in TJ. He's upset about the fact that she was not up his ass all during Wendy's 40th birthday party. And, the way that he was talking to her at that party was disrespectful, at least in my opinion, especially if you got me on TV. I brought you here as my partner on this television show, and you going to try to embarrass me? Absolutely not. No, that is not going to work whatsoever. And so I can't get with TJ. I can't get with TJ. I cannot get with TJ. He is a troll, y'all. He is a troll, and I don't mean like an actual troll, but he's trolling us, y'all. And the thing is, like, everyone is trying. Well, I won't say everyone, but a lot of people who are watching this season of Housewives of Potomac are making the conclusion that TJ must be homosexual, honey, because he don't want to touch her. And so Stacey asked, well, would you mind, if I went out into the dating pool? Because it seems like Stacey wants to get some D, honey. Okay, and hey, who can blame her? Okay, and she asked him, would you care if I were to, go outside of our relationship and, test the waters a little bit? And TJ said, well, you can do that. And, I could do the same. And Stacey was like, you're not even having sex with me. So, what is it that you would be looking for in somebody else, child? I can't get with TJ and Stacey. Once again, TJ is making Stacey look like a fool on national television. A fool, honey. And it's like I can't feel bad for Stacey because she literally signed up for this. I don't know exactly what her relationship with TJ is, but she signed up for it. So I can't feel sorry for her whatsoever. But TJ is acting like an ass, and I can't get with it. Then we have Wendy. She's going out with, I believe, who I believe is her sister, either her sister or a best friend. I don't remember the producers actually putting a title under her name, but she's meeting up with her mother to reveal to her mother that she has resigned from from her position as a professor. I can't remember exactly what school she was teaching at, but she has resigned as a professor, and she was nervous about this because those parents of African descent, they have high expectations for all of their children, whether you be a doctor, a lawyer, of someone of high standing, and I can understand her fear going into this. And Wendy's mother is a trip. Wendy was, talking to the waiter while Wendy's mother was starting to pray, doing her whole praying thing. It's very superficial, at least in my opinion, from my viewpoint, as to Wendy's mother's religious standing. It's very interesting and performative to me, extremely performative to me. But it is what it is. Do what you do. If it works for you, so be it. So Wendy was really nervous about revealing to her mother that she had resigned as a professor, and so she gave her mother the information, and her mother took it quite well, actually better than I expected her to take it. And so I was happy that Wendy's mother didn't try to scold her. I think Wendy's mother will be okay as long as she's getting her allowance. So there's that. Anyways, we then move on to Giselle and Ashley. They do some speed dating, and I thought that this was really cute. They both came in white dresses. I loved Giselle's dress. Giselle actually looking good in the style department for once. So shout out to Giselle for that. She had a nice white with black accented dress on, and Ashley had an all white dress on. They both looked really cute, and it seemed like Giselle found it might have excuse me, I'm sorry. I've never sneezed on a video before. I'm sorry about that. It seems like Giselle might have found herself a new man. I haven't seen him in any of the previews for future episodes, but she found a man who looked a lot like Jamal Bryant, and they seemed to be able to hit it off. Ashley was actually seemed like she got along with everyone she ended up dating. But there was this one man. I think his name was Josh. Correct me if I'm wrong in the comments. It seemed like they were able to get along, and later on in the episode they actually had a date. They were I think they were throwing darts or something of that nature. He found out that she has children. She found out that he had some type of cancer. That, of course, with him being 30, that is so unnerving to me. Because a lot of times cancer is going to make anyone panic when they hear the C word, and so I'm so happy that Ashley is moving forward and moving on. And then we have Kay and Mia. Mia's actually talking to Gordon while she's waiting for Kay to come to the restaurant. And then once Kay comes in, it's almost like she immediately forgets that she's on the phone with Gordon, and she goes to greet Kay. And it's like, why would you be on the phone with someone while you're waiting for someone else? I don't know. Mia's just coming off very disingenuous. And they have a little conversation, and Kay's boyfriend or fiance or partner or whoever he is to her, he's working with people that have mental health issues, and so their conversation was revolving around that, and it's more Mia of the same thing. But anyways, then we get Mia with her kids, and Gordon comes over, and they have a little discussion. I'm assuming that this scene was supposed to reveal to us the current situation with Mia's family. And Mia's kids are very intuitive, and they clearly know what's going on between Mia and Ink. And she was asking them, "Do you know what marriage is?" And she explains to them what marriage is, and it seems like she's trying to break it down to them, the fact that she is getting a divorce from Gordon. Now, whether Mia gets a divorce or Gordon, whether Mia gets a divorce from Gordon or not is really no concern of mine. I really do not care about Mia's current situation whatsoever. I feel like Mia is doing anything to keep her spot on the show, and she is exposing her family at her family's expense, but Mia does not care. And Mia's a liar on top of all of that. So there's that. But Mia's daughter asked Gordon, what happens if mommy marries Mr. Ink? And Mia said in one of the previous episodes of the season that her kids have no idea that her and Ink are actually together. And this tells us that you can't hide nothing from kids. Kids are newsy. They are nosy, y'all. They know what's going on. They know what you are doing, y'all. You can't hide nothing from your kids. And so if you stepping out on your partner, your kids more than likely would know it, unless you're doing your things in the dead of night. But these kids know. And then Mia's daughter, actually said out of her mouth, "Don't marry Mr. Ink." I thought that was extremely revealing. And I appreciate the fact that Mia's kids are, like I said, very intuitive. They definitely know what's going on with her current situation. And we'll see where it goes from here. I do feel very bad for Mia's children. I do believe that Gordon is the father of both of her children that she allegedly had with them. I think that she's just throwing up this paternity test as a plot line. And once again, for you to use your children as your plot line, and your son's paternity as your plot line, there's nothing lower than that, at least in my opinion, because your children are going to grow up and they're going to see that you've done all of these things. And what are they going to think of you once they see what you have done, what you have sacrificed of their business to keep your spot on this show? But we'll see what happens in the next episode. Thank y'all so much for joining me. Let me know your thoughts on this season, and this particular episode of Housewives of Potomac. Make sure you guys subscribe to my channel. Make sure you leave a like, leave a comment. Let me know what your thoughts are on this season and this episode. Be sure to press the notification bell so you're notified every time I post a new video. And make sure you share JoJo Speaks with all your family, friends, and loved ones. Let everybody out here know that JoJo Speaks is out here in these YouTube streets. See you guys on the next video, y'all.